What do Khabib Nurmagomedov and Kamaru Usman have in common? Sure, they're absolute titans in the UFC, but here's something you might not expect: they're also trendsetters. What do Khabib Nurmagomedov and Kamaru Usman have in common? Sure, they're absolute titans in the UFC, but here's something you might not expect: they're also trendsetters. Yes, you heard that right. These fighters aren't just making waves inside the octagon. They're also influencing fashion and lifestyle trends outside of it. So, if you think UFC fighters are only about brutal takedowns and knockouts, think again. Today, we're going into how these champions are shaping streetwear, gym gear, and even the way you dress for your next workout. Ever thought you'd be asking, what's Khabib wearing to the gym today? Sounds odd, right? But stay with me, this gets interesting. Let's break it down. Khabib isn't just known for his undefeated record. His personal style is equally as impactful. What makes Khabib's look stand out? His fashion is deeply rooted in his heritage, yet somehow it feels timeless and modern at the same time. He often wears traditional Dagestani attire, symbolizing his cultural pride and humility. But here's where it gets interesting: his influence stretches beyond Dagestan. You'll often see his signature papaka hat as a symbol of strength and identity in MMA fan circles. Khabib's look represents more than just fashion. It's a statement. His style says, "I know where I come from, and I'm proud of it." There's a certain power in that. Khabib has influenced the rise of minimalist, functional streetwear. Think clean lines, muted colors, and simple, athletic fits that focus on practicality. Now, let me ask you this. How many of you have hit the gym in a basic hoodie because, well, Khabib wears it, so why not? Let's switch gears and talk about Kamaru Usman, the Nigerian nightmare. His personal style couldn't be more different from Khabib's, but it's just as influential. Usman leans into luxury. Outside the octagon, you'll catch him in tailored suits, designer sneakers, and high-end accessories that scream confidence. His sharp fashion sense represents his calculated, precise approach both in and out of the ring. But Usman's style is more than just looking sharp. It's a way of showing the world that you can be both powerful and polished. It's the perfect balance between grit and grace, and he's pushing the envelope on what it means to be a modern athlete. Have you ever seen a UFC fighter who can throw a mean jab while rocking a Gucci suit? If not, check out Usman. You won't be disappointed. What's fascinating is how fighters like Khabib and Usman are changing the way we think about gym wear. Fitness and combat sports culture have exploded in recent years, and UFC fighters are leading that charge. We're seeing a huge crossover between athletic wear and streetwear. Think about it, how many times have you seen someone rocking a gym outfit as their go-to street look? From compression shirts and joggers to high-end brands creating MMA-inspired lines, the UFC isn't just about fighting anymore. It's about style. And here's the urgency: this isn't just a trend, it's a movement. Combat sports fashion is reshaping the way we dress every day. If you're not already paying attention, you're behind the curve. By the way, when was the last time you bought a pair of gym shorts because they looked good enough to wear on a night out? Yeah, that's what I thought. For these fighters, fashion is more than skin deep. It's part of their personal brand. Khabib's style reflects his discipline, humility, and strong connection to his roots. Usman's polished, luxurious fashion choices showcase his relentless ambition and refined approach to life. Their clothing speaks volumes about who they are outside the cage. What's even more fascinating is how these fighters' fashion choices are influencing major brands. You've got companies eager to collaborate with athletes like Khabib and Usman because their style reflects more than just clothing. It's a lifestyle that resonates with millions. From high-end luxury brands to athletic wear companies, everyone wants a piece of the UFC fighter influence. When a fighter like Usman steps out in designer gear or Khabib keeps it low, Key with functional streetwear, they're not just wearing clothes, they're building partnerships and opening doors for major endorsement deals that reflect their personal brand. This is a level of influence that goes beyond the octagon and straight into the world of fashion and business. What's also interesting is how these fighters are becoming style icons for younger generations. Fans aren't just emulating their fighting techniques, they're looking to Khabib and Usman for fashion inspiration too. Whether it's a pair of sneakers or a signature hoodie, these athletes are shaping what it means to be stylish, both in the gym and on the street. The influence extends beyond just their athleticism. It's their approachability and relatability that makes them role models. When you see Khabib sporting a simple yet sharp look or Usman rocking luxury streetwear, you can almost feel like you're walking in their shoes, literally. These fighters are setting trends that the next generation of fans eagerly follow, blurring the lines between combat sports and mainstream fashion. But it's not just about looking good, it's about storytelling. Every hoodie, every suit, every pair of sneakers, these are symbols of their journeys. Whether it's Khabib's cultural pride or Usman's hunger for greatness, their fashion tells us who they are when they're not throwing punches. And maybe that's something we can all learn from. Your style, your clothes, it's not just fabric. It's an expression of who you are, where you've been, and where you're going. So, next time you're watching UFC, don't just pay attention to the fight. Look at the fighters as complete individuals, both inside and outside the ring. They're not just champions. They're trendsetters, icons, and symbols of how personal style can influence culture. And here's the million-dollar question. Which UFC fighter do you think will set the next big trend? Is it Khabib's understated minimalist look? Usman's luxurious, polished edge? Or someone else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. If you enjoyed this video and want more content about the lifestyle and fashion of UFC fighters, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We've got more deep dives coming your way, everything from fighter fashion to fitness culture and beyond. Don't miss out. And remember, fashion isn't just about what you wear. It's about making a statement just like these fighters do every single day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.